Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Taj and I'm back today with some more free tea. So today I want to talk about resistance, and while I talk about resistance, I want to hold your hand while we have this conversation, okay? Because too many times I have seen you guys in the comment section complaining, or not even complaining, because that's not even what it is. I think you guys are just genuinely like, somebody help me with this resistance, you know, like you guys are saying like certain affirmations you feel resistant, or you know, just all these conversations about resistance and how to get rid of resistance and things like that. And I am here to say, I get where you guys are coming from. I completely do. I too have experienced resistance in the past, and even now sometimes when I'm manifesting certain things, I'm still experiencing resistance. But guess what? So what? Like, the resistance doesn't stop me. I don't care about the resistance anymore, because one thing's for sure and two things for certain is that by the time your desires manifest and it's tangible, the resistance will for sure go away. So like, stop concerning yourself so much with resistance. I feel like you guys are so concerned with resistance, or what feels right and what doesn't feel right, and what feels, you know, if something feels super resistant or if it doesn't, like, oh well, if it feels resistant, so what? Affirm anyway. Eventually it'll go away, or the feeling of resistance will decrease the more you affirm the new story. That's just what it is. You're feeling the resistance because you are now creating from scratch a new neural pathway. And the old neural pathway is fighting against you. It is literally trying to hold on for dear life. And it's like, no, we've been here all along. We've been here for X amount of years. Like, we're not going anywhere. What are you talking about? And it's also just your ego mind just not fully believing, or not wanting to fully accept your new affirmation or the new story and what you're trying to tell yourself, right? And what you're trying to manifest for yourself. So don't stop letting the resistance. I feel like so many of you guys are allowing the resistance to be like this barrier or this block, or just like this big bad wolf. Like, you can affirm through the resistance. Like, you don't have to concern yourself or stress yourself out about getting rid of the resistance completely, or how to, you know, work around the resistance or anything like that. Now, obviously, I've spoken a lot about using affirmations, and how I used affirmations a lot when I was experiencing a lot of resistance. And I just felt how a lot of you guys feel based on what you comment in my comment section. I just felt really overwhelmed by the resistance, right? And so when I started using affirmations, which is just turning your affirmation into a question. So like, if you say I make $10,000 a month, the affirmation would be, why do I make $10,000 a month? Why do I make $10,000 a month? You know, you can use affirmations, and that will decrease, minimize, or completely get rid of the resistance. But if you don't want to do that, and you just want to continue to say your affirmations in the way that you've been saying them naturally, don't worry about the resistance. Affirm anyway. Affirm anyway. I literally have, like I said, have experienced resistance in the past. And even now, sometimes when I'm manifesting certain things, I feel a ton of resistance. But who cares? I don't care. Who cares? Like, the resistance is not stopping me from affirming. It's not. If anything, the resistance is reminding me to continue to affirm, to continue to bask in the idea that I already have what I want. And eventually, like I said, the resistance will literally go away, because where else is it going to go? The more you affirm, the more you are strengthening that neural connection, and the more that resistant neural connection is falling by the wayside. So eventually the resistance will be completely gone the more you affirm through it anyway. And so even if you have like fear or doubts and all of that, affirm through the fear, affirm through the doubt. I've experienced like fear and doubt and resistance as well, you guys, all the time, but it doesn't stop me. I don't give it much thought. I don't give it any energy. I don't sit up and try to think about how do I get rid of it. No, because you know how I get rid of it? I affirm through it anyway. So I feel like this is what people are not telling you guys about resistance. We've, in the law of assumption community, have made resistance like, again, this just major thing, and like, oh, we need to overcome it, and da 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 da. Like, just affirm through it. Affirm through the resistance, affirm through the fear, affirm through the doubt, Affirm through the tears. If you have to cry sometimes, it doesn't matter. Affirm through it all. And eventually that affirmation, if persistent in, will harden into fact, and all of the resistance will go away eventually anyway. And if it never goes away, who cares? Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain: it will go away completely once your desire manifests. Once your desire is tangible, I bet you don't have no more resistance, right? So for the last time, just don't get caught up on the resistance. Don't get caught up on, feeling doubtful or fear or anything like that. That's just a trick of the mind and like a trap if you allow yourself to get caught up in it. Don't worry about it. Just affirm anyway. Don't spend your precious time trying to figure out how to get rid of it. Just affirm anyway. That's how you're going to get rid of it. You feel the resistance anyway because you are creating, like I said before, you're creating a new neural pathway. You're telling a new story. And so it's going to feel awkward. If you've been a person, let's say for an example, who all your life you have seen around you in your environment, and you have thought to yourself how hard it is to get money, how, you have to stress about money, you have to worry about money, and then suddenly one day you find the law of assumption and you want to manifest money for yourself, and then you start affirming, money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Of course, at first, that's probably going to feel resistant. That's probably going to feel a little awkward. It's probably going to feel a little fear-based, and doubt is going to creep in because it's new to you. It's a new way of thinking. Anytime you do something new, something different, there's going to be some resistance, whether you are starting a new diet, whether you're starting a new job, whether you're starting a new workout plan, whatever it is that you are starting brand new, you're always going to have or feel some resistance. But just because you feel the resistance, just because you feel the doubt, just because you feel the fear, that doesn't mean that you quit. It means that you keep going and you do it in spite of the resistance, in spite of the fear, in spite of the doubt. And eventually, the more you move forward in spite of all of that, then all of that will kind of fall away. And here you are living your best life in your new story. And now these affirmations are just your natural, normal thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. So that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to share that because I just feel like so many of you guys in the comment section are just so hung up on resistance, and I don't like that for y'all. I don't want that for y'all, okay? We're all in this together. Like I said, I experienced all these things right along with you guys. I'm no different, but I persist and affirm through it all, and eventually it subsides or completely go away, and it definitely goes away when I get what I want. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back shortly with another video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys want to hear from me, like what topics you want me to speak on. And yeah, please be sure to rate the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Sending nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Happy manifesting.